Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever found yourself caught in that cycle of nagging, unexplained fatigue?
Hmm.
You feel like your body is just, well, running on fumes, even when you're trying to do everything right.
Right.
It's that constant low hum of tiredness. Maybe you're picking up every cold that seems to sweep through the office, or
We're dealing with those odd low-grade fevers that just kind of linger.
exactly. It's a general sense of just being off without a clear, obvious reason.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how easily we dismiss these persistent feelings.
Yeah.
We just say, oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, just need more coffee or sleep.
But our body is often sending a much deeper message.
Yeah.
It could be a clear signal that our immune system is
Preoccupied, like busy with other stuff.
busy working overtime, or maybe simply unequipped to protect us the way it should. It's not just about needing more sleep. It could be about a system potentially out of balance.
That's really the core of what we're diving into today.
Mm.
We're going to unpack the sources you shared to understand not just what might be going on when you feel this way, but why it matters profoundly for your overall well-being.
And how a surprising natural ally might fit in.
Right. We'll explore this compound called Coriolus Versicolor. Our mission, really, is to illuminate these root causes and maybe show you some connections you might be missing.
Sounds good.
So when your immune system is working hard behind the scenes, the sources highlight some pretty common signs, though they're incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, definitely.
Think about that persistent fatigue we mentioned, but also those recurring viral flare-ups.
Right. Things like herpes simplex or shingles, which is herpes zoster.
Or even issues with Epstein-Barr virus. That's the one causing mono and cytomegalovirus, CMV, acting up again.
So beyond the fatigue and those viral reactivations, what are some of the other, maybe more subtle clues your body might be giving you
Well, you might find yourself catching colds constantly.
all the time?
Yeah, or dealing with excessive mucus or that persistent throat phlegm you just can't seem to clear.
Or maybe those unexplained low-grade fevers, sometimes just hovering around, say, 37.5 degrees Celsius.
Right, not quite a full fever, but enough to make you feel unwell, drained of energy.
Even when you feel like you're doing everything else right.
Mhm.
Sleep, diet.
Exactly. These are all subtle indicators that maybe your immune system is truly struggling.
And that's the crucial point, isn't it?
Yeah.
These aren't just random, isolated symptoms,
No, the sources connect them all to a broader systemic issue.
suggesting your immune system might be constantly busy with other things, like maybe chronic low-grade inflammation.
Or perhaps it just lacks the specific tools it needs to protect you effectively.
It's like a construction crew trying to build a wall, but they don't have the right bricks or mortar.
Yeah, they're trying their best, but they're overwhelmed or maybe under-equipped for the job.
Exactly.
And this brings us nicely to a key natural compound highlighted in the sources, Coriolus Versicolor, which is also known commercially as mycocorio. It's really gaining attention, isn't it?
It is, as a potentially potent immune supporter. And what the sources reveal about its primary function is truly insightful.
How so?
Well, it doesn't just broadly stimulate the immune system. It seems to potently enhance and, crucially, ensure the correct functioning of our body's defenses.
Correct functioning. That sounds important.
It is. It's about optimizing the defense, maybe giving it the right instructions, rather than just blindly boosting everything.
And what the sources reveal next is, frankly, quite remarkable.
Go on.
Coriolis's potential seems to extend far beyond just, common viral or bacterial concerns. Studies show it might be beneficial even in fighting cancer.
Addressing oncological issues, erratic cell behavior.
Yes. And what's more, these studies indicate it can significantly improve resilience for people actually undergoing oncological treatments.
Helping them bounce back faster, maybe tolerate treatments better.
Yeah, this is a truly exciting revelation, I think. It shows that compounds like Coriolus aren't just for minor things, but might support the body's resilience against really complex cellular challenges.
Which completely expands our understanding of what immune support can mean.
Definitely. So what's in Coriolus that does this?
Well, the specific compounds believed responsible are polysaccharide-peptides. They're known as PSP and PSK.
Polysaccharide-peptides. Okay.
Yeah, they're these fascinating combinations of sugar chains and amino acid chains. Think of them like highly specialized tools.
Goals for the immune system.
Exactly. They seem to provide the immune system with crucial information, helping it resolve mutation processes, perhaps even deactivating carcinogenic processes in the body.
Wow.
And the sources talk about this happening within a coherent immunological context,
Meaning?
meaning it helps the body orchestrate a targeted, intelligent defense, rather than just reacting broadly or chaotically, like giving the immune system a detailed blueprint.
So it acts strategically.
Precisely, and that leads to one of the most critical distinctions the sources emphasize,
Which is?
the difference between merely stimulating and genuinely correcting the immune system.
Okay, and why does this matter so much for, for someone listening?
Well, think about it. If your immune system is already erratic or struggling, maybe overreacting to harmless things, or underreacting to real threats.
Like in allergies or autoimmunity, maybe?
Potentially. In those cases, simply stimulating it further could be counterproductive. It might not be coherent, as the sources say.
Like pressing the accelerator in a car that's already swerving?
That's a good analogy. You might cause more problems. Providing tools without the body knowing how to use them effectively can be, well, a waste of time, money, and energy.
Okay, so Coriolus aims to support the correct functioning.
That seems to be the key takeaway, which is especially relevant for that persistent, inexplicable fatigue we talked about.
Because that fatigue often signals a deeper imbalance.
Exactly. It's not just about needing an energy boost. It's often a sign the whole system needs rebalancing, needs to function correctly.
Got it. Now, the sources also bring up something absolutely fundamental.
Ah, yes. The gut.
The gut. Here's a fundamental truth the sources are crystal clear on. A healthy immune system simply cannot exist with an unhealthy intestine.
It's non-negotiable. The connection is foundational.
So let's talk about intestinal permeability for a second.
Okay.
Imagine your gut lining like a very fine mesh screen. In a healthy gut, this screen is selectively permeable.
Sealed, just enough to let nutrients through, but keep pathogens and toxins out.
Right. But the sources differentiate between harmful hyperpermeability
Leaky gut, basically, like having big holes in that screen, letting junk into your bloodstream.
and beneficial selective permeability, which is actually needed sometimes.
Yes. For certain immune cells, like macrophages, think of them as the border guards to kind of reach through and sample what's in the gut, identify threats.
Interesting. The sources even give an example like how a healthy stomach lining, the mucosa, can manage bacteria like H. pylori.
Right. Sometimes even using it to help deal with other harmful pathogens.
Yeah.
Kind of like using a controlled substance to get rid of a worse one.
So bring it all together.
A diverse and healthy gut microbiota is truly fundamental for being immunologically strong. That's the message.
And the sources warn that if your microbiota is unhealthy, if you have things like dysbiosis or SIBO.
Any Coriolus you take might literally just pass right through, discarded without benefit.
Wow. It's like trying to build a strong house on a crumbling foundation.
Precisely. This really underscores that repairing the gut first isn't just a nice idea. It's often a crucial prerequisite for any immune support, like Coriolus, to actually work.
Okay, gut health is foundational. What else inhibits immune function, according to the sources?
Another major one, chronic stress.
Stress. Always comes up, doesn't it?
It does. When we're living with persistent stress, maybe combined with a poor diet, not enough movement, these factors can completely nullify the benefits of something like Coriolus.
Nullify them. How?
Because they tend to keep your cortisol levels chronically elevated.
Cortisol, the stress hormone. And that's bad for immunity.
Very bad long term. High cortisol basically tells your body to divert energy toward the stress response, fight or flight, and away from things like immune regeneration and repair.
So your body has to choose, deal with the stress or fix the immune system.
Essentially, yes. It can't optimally do both when stress is constant. Energy for stress response takes priority over energy for regeneration.
That makes sense.
And this brings up a really thought-provoking point from the sources. Can we truly have a strong immune system if we're stuck in, say, pathological or toxic relationship?
The relationships impacting immunity.
The sources strongly suggest it's almost impossible to maintain strong immunity in that situation. If you get home and you're in a state of perpetual conflict or anxiety,
That keeps your cortisol high.
constantly,
Yeah.
that emotional turmoil keeps the stress response activated, leaving very little room, little energy for your immune system to regenerate properly.
Wow. And this ties directly into sleep, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Cortisol naturally should decrease at night.
Allowing melatonin to rise.
Exactly. And melatonin isn't just for sleep. It's a potent immune system regenerator. Nighttime is when the body repairs itself from the day's wear and tear.
Which is why the sources suggest taking Coriolus ideally at night.
Right before you go to sleep seems to be the recommendation. And this is a big But it only really works its magic if you actually get restorative, uninterrupted sleep.
So if you're tossing and turning, waking up a lot.
It unfortunately undermines the potential benefits. Your body just isn't getting that crucial regeneration window for the Coriolus or anything else to work properly.
Okay, so gut health, stress, sleep, all critical foundations. Let's quickly circle back and recap some of those signs that your immune system might need attention.
Good idea. A sort of checklist for listeners.
Yeah, this is your personal check-in, reinforcing why all this information really matters for your daily life, your well-being.
Okay. So beyond that persistent fatigue we keep mentioning, pay close attention to digestive issues.
Like what specifically?
Things like bloating or inflammation right after meals, painful abdominal distension, maybe reflux, acidity, gastritis.
What about bowel habits?
Definitely. Persistent constipation, say, going 2, 3, 4 days or more without a bowel movement, or the opposite, chronic diarrhea. Both can be signs.
Okay. What about things you might see or feel elsewhere?
On the skin, look out for rashes, unusual eruptions, redness, itching that doesn't have another explanation.
And neurologically or mentally?
Irritated, red eyes could be one sign. The sources suggest it might indicate neuroinflammation, an inflamed brain even.
Interesting.
Also, that distinct lack of energy or motivation, finding it hard to start or finish tasks. Maybe feeling like you've lost your joy, like a loss of dopamine or serotonin. A noticeable inability to feel happiness.
That sounds quite serious.
It can be. And of course, back to the basics. Systematically catching every cold that goes around, often with lots of mucus and that general unshakable lack of energy we started with.
Right. So pulling all these threads together then, what does this all mean for someone listening? The sources mention combining Coriolus with other things sometimes.
Yes, they do suggest that combining it with other compounds can be beneficial, but there's a crucial caveat here.
Okay.
It's not about just taking everything, creating a supplement salad and hoping for the best.
Right. Just throwing things at the problem.
Exactly. It's about understanding what specifically serves your body's unique needs. Otherwise, you're kind of treating these natural supplements like conventional drug symptom management without addressing the root cause.
Which misses the whole point of targeted natural support.
Precisely.
So what specific allies do the sources mention for targeted support alongside Coriolus?
Well, for example, if gut hyperpermeability, that leaky gut issue has actually been identified as a problem for you.
Yes.
L-glutamine is mentioned as a potentially powerful aid to help close up those intestinal barriers, but only if that's the issue.
Makes sense. What about those persistent viral reactivations?
For that, shiitake mushroom is highlighted. It's seen as a potent antiviral that can be effectively combined with Coriolus in those cases.
Okay. And for the stress factor?
If you're dealing with persistent stress, maybe from a demanding job, difficult relationships, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
potent adaptogens like reishi mushroom or ashwagandha, sometimes referred to as uaganda, can be really helpful.
How do they help?
They help your body adapt to stress, manage those cortisol spikes better. And by doing that, they indirectly support your immune system and can significantly improve your overall quality of life.
So targeted combinations based on individual needs.
That's the idea.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Imagine the profound impact on your overall well-being. From your daily energy levels to potentially even influencing complex cellular processes. When you truly support your immune system from its very foundations.
It's a powerful thought.
This deep dive has really shown us, I think, that it's not just about one supplement, it's this complex, interconnected dance, isn't it?
Absolutely. Gut health, stress management, quality sleep, and then adding truly targeted support where needed.
It all works together.
And that leaves us with an important question for you, the listener, to consider. Thinking about everything we've discussed today,
Yes.
what foundational shift might benefit your immune system the most right now? Is it time to really focus on your gut health?
Or maybe diligently manage your stress response, find better coping mechanisms.
Or perhaps prioritize the quality and consistency of your sleep? Where's your starting point?
That's a great question to reflect on. Take a moment to think about that. The more you understand these intricate connections within your own body, the more empowered you are, really, to make choices that genuinely support your health and help you thrive.